Hi, this is Brent with another chart breakdown for trade therapy. We are talking about Meta. We spotlighted Meta this weekend. Today is Monday, February 10th. Spotlighted Meta this weekend for the first time since September. We are looking at the last look that we had back in September of 2024. You can see that we were looking at reaccumulation. This is a weekly chart. This has been our Meta chart going back to this distribution process right here. We jumped in. We were in and out of Meta, mostly in here during the late COVID run, and then a little bit in here, but then did not get involved with Meta during its markdown process. We started tracking the spring process. We were looking at it here and thinking, well, is this redistribution? And then is this accumulation? And if so, is this the spring? And it came all the way down here and set this hypodermic spring right here. And then came out of it. You can see that this was our target right there. We were looking to catch the backup, covering off this inefficient candle right there. We did get in there and we're in this trade up to this point. We haven't been back in Meta. We've been doing other things. But you see, heading into the seasonal seasonal volatility period of September and October this year, we had a highly contested presidential election going on. We had big time bearish divergence in what appeared to be a picture perfect reaccumulation structure here. We were looking for some sort of a spring or some sort of a back test, at least back test of this low, maybe not taking out this low, but we were hoping to see some sort of a spring action right here. And what we got was entirely different. It we did not really, and this is a daily chart, so it may look slightly different. We'll look at the weekly in a minute, but we did not get the deep back test of this low that we were hoping for. Certainly didn't get a new low down here. What we got was just continuation. The bearish divergence failed, and the rest is history. Meta went on and continued and broke out of the top of our reaccumulation structure right here. This goes to show you not every reaccumulation period has a spring. Meta did not. If we jump over to the live site right now, I'll show you that weekly view that we were just looking at. You can see that we did not get the big pullback tests that we were looking for in September and October, which was right here. So that was what we expected to be the highly volatile period that it has been for the past couple of years. Our lows in 2022 and 2023 were in the September and October timeframe. That's when this hypodermic needle spring move was made, was in the September and October timeframe. So we were looking for that, didn't get it. We did get the continuation. We see a very strong uptrend here. Notice the relationship between the moving averages. We've put in a couple of different Elliott charts here, or I'm sorry, Elliott counts, a higher time frame in the Roman numerals. We are looking for a fifth wave extension here. Meta is running into its all-time resistance line here. So it's all-time supply line. We've seen several examples recently of Mag 7 stocks reaching above their all-time or above their resistance levels to stretch out and form the final wave of their structure. So we are looking at this fib cluster right here. We were thinking we might get to see some reaccumulation, further reaccumulation in this area, but it looks like we may not see any sort of significant reaccumulation structure or any sort of distribution or pullback even, distribution or markdown possibly. Not until this area right here is fib cluster. The fib cluster is comprised of fib retracement from the September 2021 high down to our low in October of 2022. That brings 1618 extension right here to 955. Then we ran another fib extension or fib retracement off of this high and low from from last summer, from March to April. And that just what we're looking for are any clusters. We're looking for any fibs that are close to each other. To see that there's another one higher up here. So anyway, this would be where we would be looking for the extension for Meta. If we were going to consider a position right here, we would look for a break of this area right here. It's got to get past this fib right here, but also more importantly, this resistance line right here. It will most likely come break out of it and then back test it and then extend away from it up into here, drawing in additional liquidity, drawing in that we should see a lot of a positive narrative, a lot of positive headlines about Meta as it extends up into this 955 to $1,000 range. At that level, you have to look back here and you have to say, okay, if they accumulated down here at 80 and it's now up at 1,000 and 955 to 1,000, if it's up at that level, pretty good chance we may see some distribution coming in here. So we'll be keeping an eye on it. That's what we see when we look at the Meta chart. We're not in it, probably won't be in it just because we can't be everywhere. We've got a lot of trades on right now, more than we normally do. But we'll keep an eye on it. We'll track it anyway. Great part of the coverage that we've been doing on the Mag 7. This is beginning to look like this chapter of reaccumulation in the Mag 7 may be wrapping up. More on that shortly. We are going to be dropping these videos on Mondays within the Clarity posts themselves. We will every other week or so, maybe 3 times a month, we will drop another video and make it available publicly. But all for Trade Therapy members, for Clarity members, look at the Clarity posts for all the videos related to those posts themselves. Also, we are going to be implementing a message board, or we are looking into implementing a message board so that we can interact with all of our members. We have members all around the world from multiple different communities, so we're looking forward to getting everyone up on potentially up on a message board to share ideas, ask questions, update targets, update charts. We think that that may be a little better way to communicate than dropping all these comments on our posts. So anyway, hope this video was helpful. Any questions or anything, drop us a comment.